It's that time of the day, around sort of 20 past 11 here on BetRacingNation, where we give our selections of the day. These are what the panel think are their hottest tips. I'll throw some at you as well. Although I'm sitting on this side of the fence, you'll duly notice that number one in the tipping table, due to slide down, though, the boys think. And Billy Blakeman's...
Long overdue, I say.
Long overdue to slide down. Yeah, and you see Billy's actually, he's put himself as Evans' favourite. Evans' favourite to be top of the table come Christmas. Now, I did actually say if Jeff Banks, we know Jeff Banks, Lewis Brown, the independent bookmakers in the game, if you want to open a book on who do you think is going to be the top tips there, I promise there'll be no corruption, then please do tweet us at BetRacingNation, get in contact, could be a good bit of fun anyway. Guys, let's get those tips across. I'm going to start with the man of the hour, Luke Elder.
Am I?
Reel them off. Well, you are now.
Thank you very much. I'm going to start off in the 215 at Market Raisin with Mijha. A really classy horse on the flat, rated 109 at his peak, is rated 139 on his handicap hurdling debut today. I just think that there may be a bit of leniency in that mark and will build on last year. His novice season never really got going, but ended with a good effort at Aintree behind Joss's Hill. The 235 at Newmarket, Tom completely disagrees with me, but I really think Elm Park's a good bet here, about 3-1. Nafakar, I just think, has got a few quirks about him at the head of the market, but Elm Park's been professional on the two races that he's won. Didn't put in a bad debut either, but if he gets out earlier on and sets a good pace for the race, I can see him making all. Tiggy Wiggy is next. Tiggy Wiggy needs no introduction. I just think that she's the best horse in the race, and it's not value at all, and I'm not really proud of myself for putting it up, but well, as I say, it's not value at all. I do think that she should be odds on, about 11 to 10. I think 11 to 8 is what we saw earlier. I think that's a ludicrous price, about the best two-year-old filly that we've seen. And Gabriel's Kaka, I've said enough about Gabriel's Kaka this afternoon, haven't I? I think about 28 to 1, he's a massive price in the Cambridgeshire.
Thanks a lot, Luke. And despite the fine comb that you've been putting through your hair this morning, Adam, where did you brush up on your tips last night? What have you ended up with?
You've been practicing that. You've been practicing that.
Well, I've got to think of something else, you know.
Dear. Yeah,
Gets worse.
We'll have words afterwards. But no, I avoided the jumps in Market Racing. I've gone for 2 at Haydock and 2 at Newmarket. So we'll get cracking up on the screen. Obviously, my first selection's in the 350 at Newmarket, the Cambridgeshire. Cornrow, we've spoken lots about him. He's got a lot going for him. I think the step up in trip will be ideal. And he's around the 8-1 mark at the moment. Over at Haydock, Algar Lad is David O'Mara. He's running in some great races and sprints this year. He ran in a 2-hot race last time with Muthmir and Intrinsic at Doncaster. I think back down into a little better grade today. George Baker on board, I'm a big fan of. He's around the 18-1 mark, could run a big race. In the 520 at Haydock, Glenard, they finally discovered how to ride this horse properly. He doesn't have a massive turn of foot, so it needs to be ridden prominently. And today, I think he's found a really good opening to get another win in his name at mile 6. And in the 535 at Newmarket, Jack's Revenge of George Baker's. He's a very quirky horse, and he's run a lot of good races without winning. But he's reunited with Ryan Moore today. He was the last person to win on him a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago, I think. He's around the 15-2 mark. He's dropped a couple of pounds in the handicap, so he's top weight today. But I think he's capable of beating the horses below him. That's Jack's Revenge.
If in doubt, Ryan Moore. Well done, Adam Ward. Jimmy Derham, squeak your tips off very quickly, please.
Why do I have to be quick? It's because they're not very good.
Since when have you taken your time?
Well, you know, because of the technology these days, if you just want to rewind, you just watch Luke Elders again, and they're Jimmy Derham's tips.
Yeah.
Basically, Mijha
Put the kettle on as
in
Jimmy's
the
tips.
Market Racing 215, as we said, he was 106 in the flat, listed class, group class nearly. He could be very decent over hurdles, AP rides. So I've gone with him. In the 235 at Newmarket, I've gone for, in the 250 at Market Racing, I've gone for Houston Dynamo. First time tongue tie and blinkers combination.
You love this, don't you, this combo here?
Yeah, well, I just think it's a typical pipey kind of combination, and he only ran 8 days ago. He's been beaten last twice, but only just beaten, and it looks as if he needs something to help him. And I'm hoping this combination will do the trick. Tiggy Wiggy in the 310 at Newmarket, because she's probably the best 2-year-old sprinter we've seen all season anyway, if not for a few years. And I think she could be just that extra bit special. And in the Cesarewitch,
This is an additional one.
This is an additional one that's not on the screen. In the Betfred Cambridgeshire, I've gone for Quick Wit. As I said earlier, he's the only horse in the race that has won off a mark higher than he runs off today. He's 40-1. He's been gelded. And Saeed bin Surur is, I think, what is he, 9 from 31 in the last 14 days. He's running off at 29% strike
Sure.
rate. So I just think he's got, with a horse like that at a big price, he'll be ridden to run well. And that could be just the way to nick a race like this.
Sure. Possibly just a smidgen of confusion over there, the times that were partnered with the horses, Jimmy's Gems there. Without confusion, Jimmy, just to reiterate the times and the horses very quickly for the viewers.
Oh, sorry, the time. Market Raisin 2:15 Mijar. Market Raisin 2:50 Houston Dynamo. Newmarket 3:10 Tiggy Wiggy. And
the additional Cambridgeshire.
An additional Cambridgeshire is the 3:50, obviously at Newmarket, is number 8 Quick Wit.
Okie dokie. Well, I've put up a few tips this afternoon as well. There's a long old line of them. I've been told that I can't do this anymore, so this is the last time you'll see 6 selections. 6 of Tommy's tips will be as quick as possible. I've got Rosalie Bonheur up there, the Clive Cox saddles Rosalie Bonheur, the unbeaten one. Also fancy Gregoria in that race, probably back the 2 of them. 3:10 Zahur by Nuna, that's 33 to 1 this horse. I just fancy it's only beaten a couple of lengths behind Tiggy Wiggy back in May, I believe. May well have come on since. Ryan Moore jumps aboard for Richard Fahey. Why is that horse such a big price? We'll have a nibble on that. Tenor, very well liked at home for the John Ryan yard. Kirsty Mills-Sharek knows the horse well, and she's talked it up, and it's been such a tough horse for the yard. Will probably continue to improve. This would be a lovely pot for Tenor to win. Again, good each way money on that. One Word More, we expected to possibly do better, I think, in the Lincoln earlier this season, one that I've been talking to Mr. Blakeman about, no less. Only 4 runs this season, despite being out since May or March. And 16 to 1 again. William Buick takes the ride for the Charlie Hills yard, and One Word More there. 5:20 Great Hall. Previously ran in the likes of the St Ledger and second in the Silver Cup. Since below par and on an easy mark, around 9 to 1 for Great Hall. Philip Makin on the ride there. We'll take a bit of Great Hall at 9 to 1. And lastly, a little shout out to Jamie Brownlow. He's already had his piece on the phone, but again, Jamie Brownlow. Late Night Request runs at Chester in the 3:05, so keep your eyes on that. It's a lovely filly. I know they're looking to aim it probably at a handicap later in the season, but here the 3:05 at Chester, Late Night Request for the Midland Park lot is my last Tommy's tip of the day. Sorry to bore you with 6 selections. Hopefully a couple of them will come in, really reaffirm a place on the leaderboard there.